Hey guys, Rick Stone here from Stoney Acres Gardening. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We are at my brother's house. I'm the better looking of the two, by the way. And so here we are, and they have decided finally, after years of living at this house, to go ahead and put in a garden. And so I'm super excited. We've been over here and we've kind of talked it through. And so I thought that you guys might enjoy a little bit of a video series where we show you how they're going to set their garden up. They've got some fun ideas that we've gone through and kind of refined a little bit today. So I thought for this video today, we talk a little bit about the location, where they're actually putting their garden and why what they've chosen to do is actually pretty ideal. So I'm going to kind of show you back here what's going on. So just so that everybody knows, this is south, okay? So sun's up here and coming this way. House is north, is this direction. So this is actually a really good spot. It's back here in their backyard. It's protected. It's got this fence over here, but the fence isn't going to cause any shade problems, only just a little bit in the mornings, but really won't be a big deal. They're going to have 8 to 10 hours of sunlight, which is perfect. There's no obstructions. There's a little bit of a fence over here, but again, we've got just a really good location where they are going to have some really good sunlight. So the plan is, if you look, and I guess I can kind of step back here, right here, we're going to put a small bed for blackberries, and then on the other side of this window well, they'll put a larger bed for raspberries. Those will only be about 3 or 4 feet wide, and we're going to just go with like an 8 to 10 inch deep bed for this area. And that's good spots and should do well. If the raspberries, I think the blackberries are going to not have any problems. Raspberries might be a little heat stressed, but kind of based on how the rest of their yard is working, I don't think the house is going to put off enough heat to really bother the raspberries. So I think we'll do really good there. So they'll have 2 kind of perennial beds there. And then the plan is to put in 2 raised beds, and they're getting older like I am, and so we want to make sure that we've got some good tall beds that are easy for us to access. And so they're going to do 2 right now and possibly a third later on, 12 foot by 4 foot raised beds, and they're going to use the corrugated steel. They're not going to do the like prefab ones. They're going to go ahead and build some themselves. So we'll use wood in the corners, and then they're going to put some little seats on them and stuff. So there's some fun plans going on here. But again, I wanted to talk mostly in this video about location and why this location is ideal. It gives us the opportunity to run the beds east to west, which is always your better choice. And the reason why east to west is a better choice is because once we get some space in between those beds, we don't have to worry about shadows, okay? So even with like taller crops like tomatoes, there's going to be a 3 foot space in between these beds. The shadows from this bed are not going to cast down onto that other one. If we ran north to south, we would have crops that were shading each other, and that can be problematic for some of the crops. So gives us the opportunity to go east to west, plenty of space, plenty of sunshine, just a really good location for this garden. So again, I'll kind of draw this out a little bit for you, but we're going to have 3 beds along here. Probably this year they're only going to do 2. They'll probably wait and do the third. Another nice thing for them, and another reason why this is a great location, is because right here is a box for their irrigation, and it's stubbed. And so they're going to be able to take a hardwired line and run it, and they're going to just run risers up in each of these beds. So they'll be able to put risers and then put a timer on it and a drip system, and it'll be all automatic. To be honest with you, I'm going to be a little bit jealous of this system because it's going to be way more automatic than mine is. So they're going to run some risers up into those beds. It also gives them an opportunity back here against the fence to maybe do some pots, some containers back there. There is a little bit of space. There'll be a little bit of space over here as well where they can maybe put some containers. The plan is also to put down gravel. So in between all of these, they're going to cut out all of this grass, and then we're going to put gravel down in between. One thing that I encourage them, and luckily they had already thought this through, you want to make sure when you're doing gravel in a garden that you use a big gravel. So you don't want to use like the pea gravel. The reason why is because the pea gravel gets stuck in your shoes You're going to track it in your house and forget that it's there and scrape up your hardwood floors or scratch your tile. So always when you're doing a garden, especially one that you're going to be in and out of a lot, you want to make sure you use a good sized gravel so that you don't have problems tracking it into the house, basically. So all of the pathways will be gravel, which will be super nice, and then automatic watering system. So this is just a really good location, a great spot. I know not everybody has that, but this is what you want to look for and what you want to work towards is you know, good south exposure with an opportunity to go east-west with your beds. It's just going to be a great place for them to have a garden. So I'm super excited for them. Now, before we, I'll probably do this in a series of videos because it's going to take them a little while to get things started. But they have decided to go ahead and remove the grass. So this is a long established lawn. It's been here. The home is 21 years old. And so this lawn's been here for a long time, which means it's well established. It's going to be hard to smother it out. And so they're going to go ahead. They've got a sod cutter, and we're going to cut out this section. And just so that you guys have an idea, these beds will be 12 foot. So we're going to cut from about right here back to the fence. We're going to remove all the sod. They will do a little bit up here as well for that one bed. But they're going to go ahead and cut all of that out. It's a little bit more work, but in the long run, that will pay off because they will not have to be fighting that grass later on in their beds. And so, again, great place, great location. I'm excited to kind of show you guys what they do. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure that you check back. And as things progress this year, we're going to go ahead and show you all of the different things that they're doing in this garden. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this and see kind of this makeover of this plain old space into a fun, productive vegetable garden. Okay, that's all I have for you for today. Everybody have a great week. Happy gardening. Hey guys, thanks again for watching, and make sure you get subscribed to my channel. Here's a couple of videos that YouTube thinks you're really going to enjoy. And I also wanted to have you go check out the Gardening Academy, which is our monthly membership service where we grow great gardeners. There's a link in the description of this video you can click on to learn more, but I'd love to have you join us over there. Happy gardening.